So good morning. I did some more investigation into the ACC units we got and why they're starting to act up quite in strange ways. And it turned out this is the unit out of my car, and I had no problems running the air conditioning, but I was having problems running or getting heat out of it. And I investigated it, and this is actually the temperature dial potentiometer, which had broken out on mine, and I had replaced that temporarily with a potentiometer. And I put a new potentiometer in here, which came out of an old unit of eBay, which I took out, and it is still not working. And well, it is working and it isn't. I will get to this in a minute, but you can see the issue with these ACC units is this one is out of another unit I got, and what happens is the wipers, if it focuses in, get bent and they absorb the carbon on there. And you can see this on how they actually have spread out. This one was broke on top of it. That attaches to this round piece where that axle, that shaft goes in, which actually rotates this on here. And this potentiometer has two end positions where it either applies full 5 volts or 0 volts ground when it is snapped in with that little ball they got on here. Now I was able to get the heat going here on mine, and you can see we have the pump running and the mono valve is off, and we have the lower flap, the footwell flap is on, and we have the defrost short. That means we have a little bit of air coming out, and right now is the AC 80-20, or the fresh air position is 80-20 set automatically here. I had put in the old NTC out of the in-car temperature, so we're actually measuring the current room temperature here, and I have connected all the other values. The outside temperature I set to about 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And the problem is I'm getting heat only in this position. If I go up just a little bit, it will immediately switch, and then it won't come back. You can see this, how this flip-flops. You see this? And this, all I got to do is this here. Just wiggle a little bit, and the whole unit goes off forwards and backwards between. This would be cold air, fresh air, and this is heat. So it doesn't know where it is, and it doesn't take very much. And this is an old replacement. So when these things become erratic, then it is primarily the potentiometer with the wiper, because of that axle and that movement it has, and that wears it out. And it also wears out the actual carbon on here. You can see this. This is not high quality stuff. You can see this on how deteriorated this actually is, and that will make a very poor contact. It has 4 wiper arms, and the normal resistance is 10 kilo ohm with 0 ohms in both end positions, complete end positions. And they do the left side to plus 5 volts and the right side to 0 volts. And then the wiper center pin basically supplies the information, and that is then measured and compared to the NTC in-car temperature, your heater core temperature, and the outside in the heating cycle, and the evaporator temperature then if the AC is enabled. So this is the culprit, is the potentiometers. They're going out. These units will work for a long time, but they will not, they do not like this, or they wear out, or they have worn out now, and it is going to be very difficult to get these potentiometers. Those were custom made, I'm pretty sure. I have not been able to locate this. As soon as I put a 10 kilo ohm regular potentiometer like I have it on this unit here, in here, the whole system starts to work just fine. So this was the original broke. This is the one I put in, working not really. If I put a regular, good functioning new potentiometer in there, It works just fine as intended. AC and heat and all the push button settings. I took this out here because that button here got stuck. I got that a little bit manhandled here and it got a ridge I got to take off so it slides in easy. The other thing is, this is the 08 unit, and the 08 unit has the degrees in Celsius. The 10 unit, 1085, has this here in Fahrenheit. That's the only difference between both units. And I got a 10 unit, 1085, which is installed right now in my car since I took this out for troubleshooting. And I got that off eBay for like 50 or 60 bucks. And it has the similar issue here with the potentiometer. It was not broke, but they just wear out with that wiper system and the carbon deposit on the little circuit board they got on there. And that will create the issues. So when you have an erratic AC system or heat system, the culprit in 99% of the cases is going to be right here, the potentiometer, the connection, and the potentiometer itself. I just wanted to update you on this. If you test everything out and you got all your resistances on the temperature sensors correct, and your monovalve is working correctly. Monovalve off means heat. Monovalve on means no heat. If you're still getting heat when this is on, that means that the internal gasket stuff is bad and you have to basically overhaul the monovalve. My pump draws about 750 milliamps and it is running fine in my car. It is pushing the water through. I tested that. And the other ones are all the flaps, and that is all working correctly in my car too. It is just the control unit starts to react erratically when you see this. I don't even have to do much. It just flickers. See, all I have to do is just apply a sideward movement, and it is no heat, no heat, and you can see the flaps shading too. This is the problem. You have a great day.